Good morning, everyone. Today is Saturday, December 23rd, Christmas Eve, and today we will cover the trades for two YieldMax funds, TSLY and CONY. And today I will not be combining Defiance into this video. I will do that one separate and launch it tomorrow. Again, because I have a little more time on Saturday than the other days. That's the only reason I combine them, because again, limited time. So, but it'll happen on occasion. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, today, this video is just YieldMax, TSLY, CONY. So if you're interested in Defiance only, obviously you'll have to wait till tomorrow's video. But anyway, I just wanted to cover the declaration date, the next declaration date, which is January 4th. So we have a little time to make some more money, and then we'll get paid, tip earlier. Starting 2024, the payment date comes much earlier than what, it used to. We used to have to wait a little longer. So something to look forward to early next year. So anyway, let's talk about TSLY. In summary, they closed out their position. They did a BC, buy to close, and they paid only 1 penny, which is pretty damn good. So that's a win in my book. And then they rolled it into next week, December 29th. Again, all contracts. They're not spreading them for whatever reason. But regardless, they rolled it to the same strike, 262.50. So I guess they don't believe in the Santa Claus rally. I don't know. But, we'll see what comes about. And they made $2.57 per share. Okay, let's get to the spreadsheet. So here is the spreadsheet. The synthetic 250 is still open. Again, nothing new. I just updated what it is worth as of the close on Friday, which if you look net, we'd actually have a loss of $477,000, which again is, it's irrelevant because they're not closing the position anytime soon. It expires January 19th. They would only typically roll it earlier if the price of Tesla skyrocketed that much above the strike. But since Tesla price is so close to the strike of the synthetic, this is just going to remain as is until, closer to expiration, which will be next year. Again, that's just my opinion. All right. Sorry, got to stay on the spreadsheet. Where am I going? Calls. There were calls. But first, let's cover the price change. TSLY went down 0.17%. TSLA, Tesla, went down 0.77%. TSLY beat TSLA because they made money. They made money on options, so that's why it's a beat. Now, and again, during the day, I was kind of watching the market during the day. Tesla was up. Tesla and TSLY were up. And then, just like the other day, boom, barreling down. So I don't know what happened. I don't really follow much news, but you guys probably know. Let me know in the comments what happened. Why did it tank last minute? All right. Anyway, so the 1222, that position, all 34,125 contracts, they paid $250. I'm sorry. They made $250 per share on that. And they only, like I said, they only paid a penny to close it. So if you look, call credit, call debit, in the end, net profit of $8.4 million. So great job, fund managers. Great job. They're killing it. Obviously I complain about things, but then I give them credit where credit is due. And they were right. They're right not all the time, but they're right a lot of the time. So anyway, let's look at the position to next week. It's 34,125 contracts. Again, the same amount. Outstanding shares barely moving. So they're using the same amount of contracts. They'll add more contracts as more outstanding shares do appear, just so you guys know. Let me turn on the heat in my car. I had to escape to my car because, as you know, Saturday, the whole family's home and I can't really do anything. I have to hide to make this video. So yeah, they're making $257 for that, right? Yeah, $257. Why did I think it was different? Yeah, $257 per share for that call into next week, and that nets to an $8.7 million credit. Running total for the month, $25.7 million. Great job. All right, cash and treasuries. Cash went down, treasuries went up, but overall they actually gained 11.9 million. But they made 8.7 obviously, and they had some outstanding shares, so that's why the change. But I like how they're putting more into treasuries, especially the ones expiring into next year, which is kind of brave because, you know, we got X Day coming up, so we'll see what happens. All right, what else? As mentioned, outstanding shares, they're at 70,750,000. Net income for the month, 25.7 million. This is just on the short calls, by the way. They have no synthetic, well, do they have synthetic income? They have synthetic debit in December. Okay. Anyway, distribution from the short calls alone comes to about 36 cents. Daily income 2 cents a day, or 0.2% daily yield. All right, contracts going into next week. Again, we have 34,125 contracts at a 262.50 strike, which is sitting at a 3.94% out of the money range. I guess we can call it 4% flat. And with Monday being Christmas, the market will be closed. Technically, we have 1% a day. Okay, I guess that's okay. Again, I always wanted a little higher just for, you know, possible appreciation because we took such a bath, you know, in previous calls. But anyway, their IV sits at 43%. This is their 30-day IV. Tesla price sits at 252.54 as of the last close. TSLY sits at 12.03. At least we're above $12. I'm showing possible capital appreciation of 47 cents going into next week. Again, based on where they put their strike. So here's my reaction, kind of like a flatline it, baby. Just, I don't even know. Let's just have a steady week. Nothing, you know, I'm not rooting for Tesla too much this week because if they win too much, then we miss out. So, but typically Tesla's been staying flat. So it is what it is. You know, I'm not saying this is a bad move because it's not based on, you know, recent history. So it should be, it should be a good move in the end, but we'll see. I don't know. You never know. Santa Claus rally, right? Is Santa Claus rally next week? I guess we'll see. All right. Oh yeah. So we do have other synthetic income. So yeah, with a synthetic income from the 240, the 250, and the short call income, I'm showing about 59.7 million net income. So if you take the outstanding shares, that's an 85 cent per share distribution. Keep in mind this is based on a 100% payout. So they're probably not going to pay out 100%. So they'll probably pay out 90%. And as we get a little closer to the declaration date, I'll break out a 90% payment range, just so you guys can know what that is. But this is where we stand as of today. So let's get into everyone's recent favorite. That's CONY. And I did take a snippet of theirs. Okay, so they closed out. Oh no, the top two increased their synthetic position. They added 325 additional shares, and then they added 30. Well, I'm sorry, they bought to close. Buy to close the 30 position. They had 30 contracts expiring Friday. Everything else was rolled into the next week or the following week, and then they pushed those 30 up into the 190 strike range. As you can see, they had to pay 820 debit, took a bath in that. And then they used the 325 contracts where they opened the synthetic above, and then they used a 190 strike. But again, the spreadsheets for that. I just want to, occasionally, I would just want to show you guys how to read it from the website yourself, in case you don't want to rely on these videos. So, all right, here's the synthetic 165. Again, they added 325 contracts to that position. And if you look, the top number, 2423, is what they paid for the buy call. The credit, 1095, is how much they made on the sell put. So obviously, it costs more for the buy call than the sell put. But does anyone know why? Any guesses? Anyone? Quick quiz. because coin is priced above the strike of the synthetic, right? If coin was priced at 165, essentially, it would almost be a wash, right? Or if coin was priced below the strike, the sell put credit should be greater than the buy call debit. Hopefully that makes sense for everyone. Anyway, if they closed out the current strike of the synthetic position, they would actually make 11.3 million because coin is just insane. It's insane. It's at 175 bucks. I just can't. It's like nuts. Just so you know, December profits, I can't add the green because the green shows a what if, right? So the 1.2 million is actual profits, which is not a profit, it's a debit. All right, calls. All right, first things first, the price of CONY went up 3.82%, okay? The price of coin went up 4.43%. So that's pretty good. Pretty good. All right, so they closed out the 30 contracts, as mentioned, if you see, right? This is cell G27. If you look, they made $1.26 per share, and they had to pay $8.20 to close it. So, whoever was running CONY when they opened the 30, they opened it on, December 19th, and it was 3.93% out of the money. So they should have thought to themselves, coin has been on a tear. Do I really want to go that close to in the money? But it's okay. It's 30 contracts. So they only actually lost $20,820 for that move. So, that's okay. We'll give him a break. He's been doing pretty good. So now let's go to the trades from yesterday. Again, they had trades from the day before. You know that. They expired 12/29 and 1/5, but we're not going to talk about them. We're going to talk about these. 2 new positions, 30 contracts at a 190 strike and 325 contracts at a 190 strike, both of which expire next Friday, 12/29, and they are 8.27% out of the money. We have 4 trading days left, so that leaves 2% per day. So, okay. Never know with coin, though. I mean, I guess I'll say okay. Call credit, they made about 112,000 for the the profit. Should they close it even, which they typically pay something to close it. Like the last one they paid. No, that was the other. That was TSLY. They paid a penny. But coin, who knows? They've been taking baths with their short calls. All right, cash and treasuries. Where are we at? In summary, cash went down, treasuries went up because they're investing, and we have a change of 11 million. But their outstanding shares did go up. Freezing in this car. I want to put the heat on too loud, then you guys all you'll hear is the heat. Outstanding shares 6.9 million. Total income is still a debit, so I'm not going to get into the breakdown further from there. Active going into next week, which will, it's Christmas that week, but then it'll be heading into New Year's. But, so we have 2 contracts expiring next Friday. Majority of them, 5,745 within 180 strike. Not looking good, guys. Not looking good. 2.58% out of the money. Yuck. 355 contracts with a 190 strike, 8.27%. We just talked about those. Those are new. And then we have 5,745 contracts with a $200 strike, but this expires in 2 weeks. And that's 13.9% out of the money. 30-day IV is just dangling right under that 80% range. It's really amazing. Really, really amazing. Total capital appreciation, I'm showing about 43 cents, which will put us almost above the, almost in the $29 range. My reaction is, okay, but little incline. Let's take a little increase on coin. But coin doesn't know how to stop, so who knows what'll happen with these, they could get burnt again. They essentially, if you look at their calls, well, these are still open. Anything that closed, okay, that's a loss. Oh, we got one win. Loss. Oh, win. This was before the, loss, so maybe they're almost 50-50, but They got to do better than that. They got to do better on their short calls. I know it's hard, but they got to do better. We can't only make money from the synthetic. But whatever. Let's go to the payment. Where are we looking? Synthetics, again, they have synthetic income, and then they have short call income. Because people were asking me, if they're getting whooped on their short weekly calls, how are they going to pay us out money? Well, the synthetic mimics the movement of the stock. And if they're getting murdered on their short calls, that means the stock's going up, which means the synthetic is going to make money. Because again, the synthetic eventually expires, and it's an options transaction, so it's going to have a net effect, a net income, which they'll have to pay out to us. You guys saw yesterday, so no surprise. I'm showing the possible payment that'll come in early January could be over $3. We're looking at $3.60 with 100% payout. So, and that's including the $11.6 million loss in the short call income. But we'll see. As we get closer, we'll make a guesstimate, and we'll go from there. As always, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for fun and entertainment. Hope you guys had fun. Let me know what you guys think about this $3. Is it awesome? Does it suck? Do you like CONY? I don't know. Or are you just pissed about their missing the short calls, or do you not care because their synthetic is just, kind of covers it? All right. What else? I think that's it. Yeah, that's all I got for today. Let me go, and hope you guys, have a great rest of your day. If you enjoyed this content, please click like. And like I said, let me know what you think about TSLY and CONY. And, did they do good? Did they do bad? Again, it's a weekend. It's the end of the week summary. So let me know what you guys think. All right. I got to go. Enjoy your weekend, everyone. Later.